Hello, I'm Xavier Veilhan from Paris, and I'm here in Stockholm today to introduce you to the two large sculptures I inaugurate today in Vårberg called the Giants. And is Mao. It's a real girl from Paris. She was the director of my studio earlier, and I made a portrait, and as you can see, it's very simplified, but I'm concerned about keeping the gesture and the position of for example, the hairs that are going around the head. And it's made out of concrete, and it's a kind of, as opposed to the softness of the subject, a woman portrait, it's very rough and very strong. From a distance, you get the further back you are, the best you see the figure in a whole and in the movement. For example, you can't see the eyes, but you can see the direction of the look. And I wanted her to look in the far away. And I hope this will turn to an area where people gather, for example, teenage or kids, and that this figure is attached to the area. Here probably in the winter there is different activities like skeleton, and in the summer sunbathing or having a picnic here. And now we will move to the other piece called Rick, which is a few hundred meters from here. So now we are on the main side, and you will see soon the Rick portrait, which is a recumbent, a lying figure, and it's very large. It's I think 19 meters long, and it's a few tons of concrete that we put together for you. It's a good point of view from here. I think I like it a lot. Here the whole surrounding will change in the next years, because probably the hospital will move, and it will be a new urban environment. So the art piece is also here to announce some changes. So the blocks were produced separately, and they came here by truck, and it's tinted with cobalt blue, but it's not a painting. It's the whole concrete is solid tainted, so which means the pigment is inside the concrete. It's not only covering the surface of it. It's actually based on a portrait I made some years ago of music producer Rick Rubin from Los Angeles. He's a very famous music producer, and but here I use this figure more as a generic figure of a friendly giant, that you can climb on it, you can get protected by his legs, for example, or you can enjoy a picnic on top areas. You see some cubes interacting with human figures. And hopefully in the future there is like people will appropriate this sculpture and use it. What I wish is that it's kind of associated to the area here, and that it's a meeting point and probably a playground for kids or whatever people want to do with it. The blue here is the blue of the sky. It's also something that I want to pop up from the green of the grass and from the possible white from the snow in the winter, for example. But it could have been red maybe, but red might have been too aggressive, or I don't know, yellow, or it's different possibilities. It's cobalt blue, so it's a pigment that is natural, and I'm very happy about the way it renders, because it's soft but powerful. What you see in the back is different blocks of concrete that are put together, but they are not bolted together, or they are just placed one on top of the other. So it's kind of a way that it could have been built this way some 2000 years ago, for example. And so it has kind of a permanent presents to me. Well, I hope also it's a very big piece and it's massive, that it's not frightening and that it's a kind figure to the people. And well, I just hope that it's part of the landscape now. I'm very happy with the piece. It's probably the biggest one, the heaviest one for sure, but probably also the biggest one I've done. Merci.
Hej, jag heter Stefan Hagdahl och jag är chef för Stockholm Konst. Stockholm Konst, vi jobbar ju med all offentlig konst i Stockholms stad. Vi jobbar bland annat med sådana här konstverk som Xavier Veilhans fantastiska nya konstverk Vårbergs jättar. Men vi jobbar ju också med klassisk skulptur som vi förvaltar inne i Stockholms stad. Idag har vi kanske 140 projekt på gång i Stockholm på både skolor, på åldringsvård och i förvaltningsbyggnader. Vi ansvarar också för stadens konstsamling som vi lånar ut till olika verksamheter så att de ska kunna få se på riktig konst. Det tycker vi är viktigt. Jag tycker det här konstverket, Xaviers konstverk, är ju helt makalöst. Det är ju Vårbergs jättar som jag sa, Xavier Veilhan, en fransk konstnär som är jätteduktig och väldigt begåvad som har gjort det här. Han har gjort två verk, eller det är två delar av ett och samma verk egentligen. Ett ligger nere här på den här Pelousen och det andra ligger uppe i Stråkparken en bit bort. Det här är ju en väldigt stor skulptur och det är en jättesatsning. Och tanken är ju att det här konstverket ska kunna vara ett landmärke för Vårberg och att det här också har hamnat i Vårberg också väldigt fantastiskt med en sån här jättestor konstsatsning som det här är.